I came across this insanely loud Super Twin 1975. It's all original, and I'm going to completely convert this into a Vibroverb. Here's the inside. It's got a power transformer. You can moor the Queen Mary to safely. Here's all the connections for it. Of course, I'm going to completely gut this and rebuild it, doing a point-to-point wiring. Blackface Vibroverb. So this is just what it looks like before I go after it. Take it completely apart, make a new faceplate. Here's the cabinet. This is why it got ditched. UPS apparently. UPS and the people packing it didn't do a very good job, so everybody fell on their butt on this one. My gain, their loss. So I'm gonna glue this together. I'm gonna replace the front baffle with a 15-inch JBL. Get rid of these. These are Eminent speakers, 1975. So this is going to be something that's going to be an ongoing project for several months, I'm imagining. I haven't ordered the transformers. About all I really need is the transformers. Yeah, it looks like the baffle took some hit too, or maybe that was repaired before. No matter, I'm going to replace it with 1/4-inch ply reinforced. I like a really light baffle, so you can have a really baffling experience. And then this is going to be all re-glued back, and I'm going to have me a Blackface Vibroverb. All right, stay tuned. Insanely massive power transformer. I'm probably going to make a bass amp at some point out of that. A nice, huge 6065. I'm guessing that's a, yeah, it's a 75. Look at that giant filter caps. They look replaced. These four here. The two white ones, I don't think so. Anyways, got a bunch of tube sockets, extra tube sockets over here. Of course, I'm going to, and then this crazy output transformer for six L6s. So, that's that. Here's another view of the front. Oh boy. It's gonna have some vibe when I'm done with it. It's gonna be really nice. It's exactly the size of a Vibroverb, width and depth, and it's 1 inch higher in height. So it's gonna be a really nice platform to build that Vibroverb from. So I'm gonna look at getting the transformers in the next few months, saving my pennies, see what I can come up with. I have everything else. I have the JBL, I've got a reverb tank. Yeah. All right, looking forward to it. One more shot, just so I know what I'm looking at. This is the output transformer. So those green wires are the output to the speakers. the brown and white and blue and white striped go over to a pair of 6L6s. There's one. And the brown one goes to that one. And then the blue and brown the blue goes to another one. The blue, that's interesting. So the blue goes on the other side of that. The blue is attached, wow. So the blue is attached to that side of the, and then it connects to that one. The brown one, same kind of thing. It attaches over the brown one. Looks like, let's see. Brown one goes to that and then jumps over to this one. And so that's the transformers, and then of course the red one goes onto the board. That's your high voltage. It comes over to this terminal. That red wire comes over to this terminal, and then from there it jumpers off from that yellow one over to the standby switch. So that's part of that red one. Goes to there. So yeah, I'm going to label all this carefully for some future project. The other thing that was notable here is these caps. I've never seen caps like that with those color coding. I don't know if Fender was trying to disguise them. And here's an old one. I didn't know they were still using those in the 70s. But anyways, fairly interesting. Okay, well, I pulled out these two monstrosity speakers, and unfortunately, this one, I don't know if you can hear it, it's got a little rub there. Probably gonna need to recone. This one, however, nice and clean. These are your Fender behemoths. These are your Fender herniator speakers with the sorry, you can't see it. Sorry for my poor camera work. Yeah, there they are. 1975. 67 is the Eminence speaker. And over here we have the future Vibroverb cabinet, split at the seams, and also it's got some significant damage here. You can see this moving around, and that's just going to help me get that thing out of there. I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to have to do some creative woodworking. So there it is. Stay tuned for more. Okay, quick update here. I completely stripped this Super Twin chassis. Okay, got some nice tube sockets is all I got left here. And definitely not going to use any of these parts. It says no user serviceable parts. So I'm not going to use any of these resistors or nice reverse audio pots or any of these nice CTS pots. I'm not going to use that nice brass shields there. No user serviceable parts. I think it's the same government agency that handles the pillow police. Do not remove tag under penalty of law. But just a quick update. Beautiful chassis here that, of course, I can't use because there's no serviceable parts. All right, so I can't open this up or do anything with it. Geez, I'm going to have to use probably an alias so the pillow police don't come and get me in the dead of night. Okay, cabinet update here on my future Vibroverb. Got all the front baffle out. It was a horrible particle board. It's glued in down there all the way around 3 corners, and as you can see, or maybe you can't see, sorry, it's UPS really did a freaking number on this. It's cracked all the way around here. Now then, I have some pine. It came out of a cabinet, a Fender cabinet. I got 3 pieces, so they're going to serve really nicely. There's another shot of that broken. They're going to serve nicely as the speaker baffle. I'm going to do T-nuts. You can see this flapping in the breeze too. This one survived. Yeah, so I'm going to do a 1/4-inch ply speaker baffle. I'm going to actually just glue pine in here, flush, you know, and paint it black, and so make it blend in with that cabinet. I'm going to put pine pieces in there, and then glue these in on top of it. These are going to be speaker baffles over in the side here, like this. They're going to be like, kind of like that. Sorry for the poor lighting. I'm in the primitive conditions here. But what the heck. Anyways, little update on my Vibro/Tremoverb. I'm going to call it a Tremoverb because it's a Tremoverb. It's not a Vibroverb. Okay, here's the latest on the cabinet. I've got the supports for the speaker baffle glued in, and they're glued in. There's the bottom and the 2 sides, and look what I found. See, this is why I save parts. That's a 15-inch speaker out of a cabinet that I turned into 2 12s. I just have to trim it down on all 4 sides. And I got some cool early 60s grill cloth to go with it. So, cabinet and cool speaker baffle. Cabinet update. Okay. I've made the speaker baffle board from a recycled early 60s Fender Bassman cabinet. It's a little rough around the edges still, but I'm going to clean that up. And Here's what I did on the inside. So, on the inside, got the nice strong. Also use those screws out of a 59, or sorry, early 60s basement cabinet. Got some extra strong holding that in, looking good. And now I'm going to paint everything black so you won't see it through there. All right. Howdy folks. Here's an update on the chassis. I've got all the transformers mounted. Here's a power transformer. Here's your choke. Output. Got the doghouse on there temporarily just for show. Here's your reverb transformer and all the tube sockets for the preamp. All mounted. Not too bad, a few scars here and there. Those are the holes I plugged, of course. And if you flip it over, here it is flipped over. It's your power transformer. Right there is your choke coming in. Nice, right in between the two euro coins. Got my lucky pennies there. And here's oops, gotta get some of this. Yeah, so here's your output transformer coming in here. I have to route these wires over this way, unfortunately, because I wanted to offset these transformers and I didn't do it exactly the way Fender did it. Hopefully we won't have some crazy hum coming in. Here's your reverb transformer coming in, and all the tube sockets waiting patiently to be energized by their heater voltage. I've got the nice safe courtesy plug and fuse installed, and I've got the holes for the rest of it waiting for the back panel and the front panel. So next up is the panel, front and back panel, and start the wiring. Alrighty.